all of you eligible bachelors out there, listen up, because Gen Z women have taken to posting boyfriend applications on their social media. Apparently, they're so desperate for a relationship, they have turned to TikTok and Instagram to find a boyfriend. It was just last month that we talked about the femcel movement among Gen Z women. They are voluntarily opting out of dating and hookup culture because they can't seem to land a boyfriend that is, you know, looking for commitment. I think that's really why they're so jaded, is because they feel they can't find any men in their generation that want to be in a relationship. They just want a sneaky link.
These same women are the ones that are giving out an application to men?
The reality is it's not the same women.
Okay, I was going to say, because
but I do see
counterproductive.
These trends parallel each other in such funny ways. But yeah, there are these couple of examples from TikTok. First of all, this girl named Anise Armstrong posted about boyfriend applications opening up for 2025. Let's take a look at her announcement.
Terrible idea.
Watch this here. Here we go, guys.
So I just want to let everybody know that in 2025, I will be accepting boyfriend applications. Yes, very exciting. No uglies. No uglies, no uneducated, and I'm not playing. Anyways, DM me. Thank you. I'm so excited. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
It's designed to piss you off.
It's no uglies, no uneducated, but there are even more requirements in her follow-up video.
Oh, let's hear them. Let's hear them. I'm excited for this.
And we're updating the list. So 2025 boyfriend applications revised. Let's get into it. First is no brokies. No brokies. I don't know how I forgot. I just like,
no
I don't know, I think I
brokies.
was just too busy playing on here to not really be thinking. Like, I was just yapping. So yes, no brokies. We're not explaining that, okay? Next is still no uglies. Yeah. We're standing on that. Not explaining that. Yeah. This next one shocked me. Like, I saw a lot in the comments, and I'm surprised, but I'm actually not surprised. So this next one is no baby daddies. I don't know what y'all did in 2024, but y'all will not be continuing into 2025. Have a nice year. Thank you. The next one, of course, is no uneducated. And a lot of people were saying no Trumpies too, and I feel like that goes hand in hand because only an uneducated person will vote for Trump, right? Exactly.
What a moron.
Next
No one
was
should want to be her
nonchalant
boyfriend.
men and no, like, emotionally unavailable men, which I feel like is like the same thing.
I have to stop for a second. What is a nonchalant man? Because I chalant heavily.
It just means guys who kind of act like they're not into you.
Okay, so they're like, oh, you know, they're flippant.
Nobody is going to fill out your application, woman.
Yeah, I think she should go back to the app.
Okay, here we go.
That further, okay? Lover boys only. Are you hearing this? Are you getting this? Lover boys only. This whole pretending to not, you're done. It's over. I'm not even talking about it anymore. Be obsessed with me or be gone. Like, honestly, it's boring, and you know what I mean? We're looking for a new storyline, a new plot line this year.
This woman epitomizes...
We're looking for interesting men only, you know? And nonchalant men just do not fit that box.
This woman is the epitome of
saying,
the I am the table idea.
Only.
I am the table.
Okay. Wait. Pause it and go. Pause it and go back.
So pause it. Yeah.
You mean like Aristotle?
So
Do you want to explain what I am the table?
Yeah. So
you mean like the ideal table?
When you say, well, what do you bring to the table? Women say, what do you bring to the table? And men have to do, men are all these things that she's saying they have to bring to the table. And when women say, well, what do you bring to her? And she's like, I am the table. So these are all the things you have to give to me for me to be interested in a relationship with you. And then a man's like, well, what are you going to do? And essentially she's like, well, I'm the table.
She's
like,
the main character.
I'm the main character. I'm the reason that there is even a relationship
but like,
at all. And
you
that
put
is,
a picnic on a blanket on the ground. Like, you don't even need a table.
This is horribly detrimental to relationships at all. Relationships are give and take. Relationships are not one-way streets. And that's literally like they name, like this is a dead-end relationship. The only person in the relationship is this woman.
I will give her this. She is brilliant at her job, which is to annoy the hell out of you and make women say yes, Queen Slay.
Before we continue, we have another 20 from David Aramond. Gen Z women are reaping the quote-unquote rewards of third-wave feminism pushed in 1970s through the 2010s by Boomer and Gen X women who who are empowered and boss babes. So now these types from clip are highly entitled and narcissistic.
I mean, I think a lot of this is performative. Even the laughing
She
after
probably
she
just
says
has
something.
a boyfriend at this point. She probably has a boyfriend, and this is just content.
The cackle is on purpose.
My theory is that she was hurt by her ex-boyfriend that dumped her in 2024, and now she's acting unbothered about it. But let's continue.
Like the lady on Ricky Lake who's like, I so don't like this guy anymore that I'm going to make him go on Ricky Lake so that I can show him what he's
Either
missing.
that or she's one of these people who's only ever had like really short-term relationships.
This is her cope.
All right, here we go.
Super shallow.
We're looking for interesting men only, you know? And nonchalant men just do not fit that box. A lot of the girls were saying husband applications only. Okay. I can't agree for me personally. I'm just a 27-year-old teenage girl.
It's
designed
to make you
mad. Because to not be serious in this economy is not funny. Girls are also saying no 50-50. No 50-50. It's 100-0. 100-0.
I am the table.
No, for real. 100-0 or nothing. Like, I'm dead serious because no. I don't have a reason and I don't have to. I'm just a girl. And I feel like this trend where the girls have been like, babe, I don't have the rent this month. Yeah, we all know, we all saw that shut this conversation down. So we're going to move forward as a nation. 100-0. 100 on the men, 0 on the women, to be very clear. And the last one that the girls are saying, which I hate to say, is no short kings. Listen, don't shoot the messenger. Go look at my last video. That's where I got all these from. It was just in the comments. But yeah, if I missed anything, let me know. Because I just want to be a voice for the girls, and I hate to misrepresent. Also, TikTok, put this on his For You page. And I'm not playing. Bye, guys.
She is so good at making people mad. It's very impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not so sure that it's just a rage bait.
I mean, at the very least, maybe not rage, but it's designed to reach a specific audience, and that specific audience is diametrically opposed to the people who'd be angry by it, right? So the women that this is supposed to be for, it's the type of thing that will annoy the men. They're not meant for each other. These people were not supposed to exist in the same space.
So you don't think that this is actually for men, for men to see? You think it's
no, I don't. It's for women to coalesce around and say, yes, Queen Slay.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, but
that or she's delusional.
Where's the slay? She's not like, no one's gonna want to go out with her.
And it's not even because
I wouldn't even want to be her friend.
It's not even because of any of those requirements in and of themselves. It's the way that her personality is. It's really just that. Because you can have all sorts of requirements, and as long as you have some class and discretion and you're pleasant,
also,
it's fine.
Shouldn't your requirements adjust based on how you feel about a person that you meet?
Oh, and by the way, like, what is this theoretical man investing all of this time, effort, and money into if you're not even interested in getting married?
Right. You just want a boyfriend for 1 year.
Like,
she specifically said 0. She said, I will do nothing at all, make no commitments. I don't want to have to do anything at all, and you have to give everything to me. She's not that pretty.
Well, you know, she is a model. I looked into her a little bit. She is a model. Serious inquiries only.
If you have, if the guy that she's describing, attracts women like her every day, all the time, or and he sees attractive women,
that's
the guy that she's like, he has to be all of these things. If he's all those things, he's gonna find a girl that's just as pretty as you. That's not gonna make all those demands. That's gonna, or he'll find a girl that's just a little less pretty than you, that will do anything for him. That she is absolutely delusional in her perspective.
I think it is a cope, though. I think that this whole video is a cope, and this whole persona that she's putting on, like, she's so unbothered and she's so self-assured. It's a cope because she's had terrible dating experiences thus far, and her coping mechanism is to simply raise her standards even higher so that no one can hurt her because no one will be interested in her.
Totally possible.
I don't even think
we
it's
have
a cope.
another 20
I think
from
it's an act.
Gordon Shumway. I foresee this lady getting 100 cats. Mary, why wasn't this cringe of the day? Well, we really needed to dedicate more time to this than cringe of the day.
Like 5,600 followers does not.
That's not a lot,
to this content.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like, okay, some of those standards are standards that I myself share. Obviously, you don't want to date a guy who pretends not to be interested in you. I wouldn't do 50-50 with guys. But it comes down to your personality and what you're looking for in the future. And what she expressed in that video is that she is unabashedly obnoxious and not interested in investing in a future with anyone because she's just a 27-year-old teenage girl.
That was when I was just like, this is a bit. Like you said it's a cope. I think it's an act.
No respectable man is going to be wasting his time with any of that.
Nope.
And the reality is that kind of guy that she's looking for, I'll kind of tweak what you said, Phil. He's just gonna find probably a girl as pretty as her, a girl with actually the same requirements as her, who just isn't obnoxious.
Who has the same requirements, but is like, you know what? I care about him, and I'm gonna do these things, right? Like, she can have all those requirements and be like, I want all this stuff, but I also am going to take care of him. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, whatever it may be. I don't, whatever it could be like, I'm going to take care of the house. Because you look at the previous thing that we just had, the woman that was, that had the whatever, the Land Rover and the kids and stuff. She's a very attractive woman, and she has taken care of the kids and stuff like that. I'm sure she has plenty of help, but the point is, like, she brings those things to the relationship. I can take care of the family. I can do this. I can do that. This woman that we're just talking about, she specifically says, I'm not doing anything at all. You have to do everything for me. You are not going to find the man that actually fits those things and will accept you doing nothing. Yeah. Because if he has all of the things that you want, he has all the things that every woman wants. And that means that he is going to be in high demand. And it also shows that she's really dumb, that she can't figure that out.
But also the way that she speaks is kind of dumb.
Well,
I 100% buy that this woman has a boyfriend already who treats her like shit, and she does this as an act to go viral on social media.
I think what she has is a situationship.
Yeah.
And she hates that she's in a situationship, or has been in the recent past, and is sick of the general sexual and dating culture among Gen Z, which is non-committal.
And another thing, if she is, or it's possible that she got into a situationship because she found a dude that has all the things that she wants,
and a bunch of other girls on the side,
because he has all those
why
things.
Would you not?
Exactly, he has all those things, and he can have whoever he wants. And so, why does he have to commit to you, young lady? There are 3 other girls that are dying for his attention because he has all these things. It's such a dumb.
I remember
thing.
This is sort of random, but I remember finding a UPS guy on the subway once really attractive, and I broke it down, and I was like, oh, it's because he has a job. He just has a job. Like, that's that was amazing.
You're like the brown shorts,
wow.
The brown shirt. That's.
I said it to my friend, and she was
swooning.
Like, yeah, I wasn't exactly swooning, but I was like,
he's in a union.
My man doesn't have a job. Like, this guy has a job.
He's going to work. It's
He's
before
showing
noon.
up.
It's before noon. Are you crazy?
Yeah, well, I think it's more so that she's putting on a front because she hates the type of behavior that she has tolerated from men before. And she's going to put on this act like, I'm not playing games anymore. I'm not putting up with this anymore. And it's just a front because, I mean, this is what I said when the 4B movement took over. I was like, nah, these women love making dick appointments. Like, they love hooking up with men. So you're, like, obsessed with men, actually. Yeah. And you're not the person that you're portraying yourself to be at all. But as you said, Phil, with someone that would actually offer something back, I think I know someone like that. She met her husband, I swear, by posting a husband application online.
I think
on her social media
is a little better than a boyfriend application.
Her now husband put in an application. Granted, I mean, they were young, so it was like a little playful thing, but he submitted an application and they ended up getting married.
That's another thing is if she's like, oh, blah blah blah, and then he does it in a playful way that could be a way to flirt and make jokes about it and make light of it, and you can navigate that kind of thing in a way that isn't demeaning to either person. but it takes someone that's smart to do that, and that's not her. This woman is not a smart person.
Have you put some thought into what I asked you earlier?
What was
If you made a girlfriend application, I don't think a guy would ever do this, but if you made a girlfriend application, like, what would be in it?
None of that. I'm engaged now.
Your name must be a little.
Look, man.
Oh, I saw your picture. That's so awesome.
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy for you guys.
I was single for a long time because I didn't have an official thing filled out, like, or written out or whatever, but there were very, very distinct, specific things that I was looking for, you know? And it's like, I know exactly what I would put into a girlfriend application.
Well, what was it then?
Well, first of all, you couldn't be like a kind of like a woman that would look at the career as the most important thing that she's doing in her life, because I want a family, and if you're gonna put a career as in front of the family, then I'm not gonna waste my time. It wouldn't be interesting. Or I
Also,
wouldn't be interested.
it turns
I want
out
someone-
careers are not as interesting as kids and family.
Yeah, and so I mean that, and I want someone that also I go to the gym a lot, so I want someone that goes to the gym and cares about like eating healthy and stuff. I spent a lot of years drinking and smoking cigarettes, so I can't live like, you know, I can't be rough on myself nowadays. So you know, there are things that I would be looking for, but I mean, I'm a guy. I'm not going to be like, you have to make this much money. If you have like,
That's traditionally not a guy thing that
No.
guys
no,
look
dudes
for.
don't care
They
about
care.
that. I mean, even like some of the kind of the manosphere dude whatevers have said these things in a crass way, but I mean, essentially, guys don't care if a woman works at McDonald's. Guys don't care if a woman is a bartender or a waitress or whatever. They're like, oh, cool, you're attractive. It doesn't matter what you do. Women, on the other hand, will look at what a guy does and say, I won't date a garbage man. I won't date a guy that does this.
Crazy.
I won't date a guy like that.
I think that's
I won't date a
absolutely
UPS
nuts.
man, she says.
No, I mean, I think that's nuts, because if a man's working for a living and he's working hard and he, you know, cares
That
about
woman
that,
definitely
then that's
would
the
not date a
that's
guy.
the important part. Like, show up to work, you do your job. You know, that's an ethos that is lost.
Well,
Also, there's nothing wrong with being a garbage man. I mean, there's nothing wrong with like working for a living. You know.
well, but the point that I'm making is, like, even though you disagree,
I totally
most
disagree.
it will be women that will make that decision.
Right.
Guys will never say I don't like
Well,
her.
you have this
except for
situation
if,
where-
unless they're like in like a sex worker, or if they're like some kind of, you know, they
I would
OnlyFans
not
or
be able to
stripper.
handle that if
Guys
I
will be
was
like,
a-
no, I'm not doing
yeah, I
that.
couldn't
But
do
if
that.
it's a situation where it's like, oh, she has a job that is considered lowbrow, even a girl that, like, if she likes horses, and because she likes horses, she goes and she mucks stalls
She, like,
just
works at the
because.
stables
Yeah,
or
like
whatever.
that's like, okay, well, I love horses and I love to be around them. And the guys will be like, oh, I don't care that you come home smelling. Get in the shower. Like, that's it. That's the long and short of it.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.